Top 10 actors who actually did it on screen.
Well, not that.
Yes, you will. You're in love with me.
Screw you.
Get ready to have your cinematic world shattered. Are you sure what you've seen on screen was just acting? Buckle up as we dive into the scandalous stories of top 10 actors who took method acting to the next level and actually did it on camera. Join us on this jaw-dropping journey through film history where the line between reality and fiction blurs like never before. Don't miss a moment. Hit like, subscribe, and let the controversy begin. 10. Chloe Sevigny and Vincent Gallow in The Brown Bunny. In the 2003 film The Brown Bunny, Chloe Sevigny engaged in a scene of unsimulated fellatio with Vincent Gallow, which sparked considerable debate. The film's release led to a polarized response from critics, with some fearing that this graphic scene would permanently harm Sevigny's growing career.
Long knife that's been stuck in my gut that people just like to keep turning and turning, and it's been very hard.
However, Sevigny later discussed the experience, saying, "I think it was a way of kind of reclaiming myself, wanting to push the envelope." She managed to continue her career successfully even after the controversy, securing roles in productions such as Big Love and Zodiac. The film, which centers on a motorcycle racer grappling with his past, featured the scene as a key element. Sevigny referred to the film as an artistic creation, stating, "When you see the film, it makes more sense. It's an art film. It should be playing in museums." Gallow, who both directed and acted in the film, humorously got ready for the scene by drinking pineapple juice, suggesting it makes everything taste better. Despite the initial negative reactions, the film and Sevigny's performance received praise from well-known critic Roger Ebert, who lauded the film's unique approach and the way editing gave it a deeper meaning than what was initially perceived. Ebert recognized the film's examination of solitude and emotional longing, emphasizing its artistic value despite the controversy over its explicit scenes. 9. Anna Paquin and Stephen Moyer in True Blood. Anna Paquin and Stephen Moyer, who portrayed Sookie Stackhouse and Bill Compton respectively in the popular HBO series True Blood, were not only on-screen partners, but also a couple in real life during the show's run from 2008 to 2014. The series was characterized by numerous sexually charged scenes, with Paquin's character frequently involved in sensual interactions with a variety of supernatural entities. In the final season of the show, a particularly intense love scene involving Sookie and the werewolf Alcide Herveau, portrayed by Joe Manganiello, caught the audience's attention.
Give a fuck.
Come on, you'll do anything for me.
Yeah, well, not that.
Yes, you will. You're in love.
This led to rumors circulating that the on-screen intimacy between Paquin and Manganiello was not just acting, with whispers suggesting that Paquin and Moyer, who tied the knot in 2010, may have had actual sexual relations while the cameras were rolling. Paquin later responded to these rumors, indicating that the bar for awkward is set terribly high in our household when it came to performing intimate scenes, particularly when Moyer was at the helm as director. However, neither Paquin nor Moyer provided a definitive confirmation or denial regarding the specific rumors about the scene in question. Stephen Moyer, who took on the role of director for several episodes of True Blood, including the one that showcased the Sookie and Alcide scene, remembered giving his co-stars the freedom to fully commit to their performances.
The beautiful man behind the camera is, and I'm not even slightly kidding, my favorite person to work with.
Urging them to go for it to ensure the scenes appeared authentic. He lightheartedly commented on the casual conversations he had with his wife about their on-screen intimate scenes, humorously asking, "Hi honey, who are you making love to on camera today?" Did they or didn't they? Rate your belief in the rumors on a scale of 0, 5, with 0 being highly unlikely and 5 being almost certain. Share your thoughts and comment below. 8. Sienna Miller and Hayden Christensen in Factory Girl. In the movie Factory Girl, Sienna Miller and Hayden Christensen's portrayals stirred considerable debate, especially concerning the film's intimate moments. The movie, known for its candid depiction of sexual encounters, became a subject of speculation, with rumors circulating that Miller and Christensen engaged in actual intercourse during filming.
It's, you know, you feel, well, you're just so tired after kind of, especially the more emotional scenes are really draining.
Miller, however, categorically refuted these allegations. crediting the scene's convincing nature to their adept acting abilities. She clarified, "We didn't actually have sex, it was just acting," underscoring that the convincing portrayal was a result of their acting skills, not any genuine intimacy. The film, which tells the story of Edie Sedgwick, an inspiration to Andy Warhol, included a notably explicit scene between Miller and Christensen that fueled widespread rumors. Some reports suggested that these rumors were deliberately spread to create interest in the movie, which encountered obstacles during its production and release. A source indicated, "This particular story was leaked by people in Hayden's camp who are trying to counter those rampant gay rumors," hinting that the narrative was more about controlling public perception than reflecting the truth. 7. Kieran O'Brien and Margo Stilley in 9 Songs. The 2004 movie 9 Songs became a topic of discussion due to the explicit, unsimulated sex scenes between Kieran O'Brien and Margo Stilley, marking a notable event in the history of cinema. Directed by Michael Winterbottom, the film is recognized for its candid depiction of a fervent romance, showcasing intimate acts such as oral sex and ejaculation. Both O'Brien and Stilley confirmed that they engaged in real sexual intercourse during the filming, a disclosure that led to significant controversy and debate in the film industry and with the public. O'Brien passionately defended the film, saying, "Honestly, I don't know what all the fuss is about. It's a film about 2 people in a monogamous relationship having sex, as you'd kind of hope that everyone does." His viewpoint emphasizes the film's aim to depict intimacy in an authentic, rather than a sensational manner. Stilley agreed with this perspective, stating, "It was a film about love and sex. It wasn't porn. I mean, I had sex with my boyfriend last night and that wasn't porn, it was just hot sex." This differentiation was essential in countering critics who considered the film to be nothing more than pornographic content. The graphic content of 9 Songs resulted in considerable disapproval, prompting critics like politician Anne Widdecombe to deem it unsuitable for mainstream movie theaters. O'Brien, nevertheless, stayed untroubled by the criticism, declaring, "If you don't want to be offended, don't watch it." The movie's open portrayal of sexuality was without precedent at the time, pushing the traditional limits and prompting conversations about the depiction of sex in films. Like this video? Great. Subscribe for more. Hate it? Well, a like would be nice anyway, and let me know what went wrong in the comments. 6. The Notorious BIG in the song Ready to Die. The Notorious BIG Tao's first album, Ready to Die, released in 1994, is a foundational work in hip-hop and a daring examination of the artist's own life and character. Among the most daring moments on the record is an interlude that some believe captures the sound of Biggie receiving oral sex. This controversial inclusion challenges the distinction between reality and artistic performance, demonstrating Biggie's readiness to test limits and defy societal expectations. In this interlude, the intimate sounds heard by listeners can be interpreted in multiple ways, as a raw depiction of sexual expression or as a bold commentary on masculinity and vulnerability. Echoing his own words, "I'm ready to die," a theme that runs throughout the album, this segment reflects his intricate relationship with the concepts of life and death. Critics have observed that this boldness fosters an intense connection with the audience, prompting them to ponder the line between authenticity and artistic creation. 5. Robert Pattinson in Little Ashes. In the film Little Ashes, Robert Pattinson's depiction of Salvador Dali is a testament to his dedication to realism and his readiness to challenge the norms of acting. Pattinson, known for his method acting approach, chose an unconventional method for an intimate scene in the movie, where he enacted an orgasm without the use of a partner or any artificial aids. This choice was driven by a pursuit of authenticity in his performance, rather than seeking to provoke a reaction. Pattinson openly discussed the intensity of his commitment to the role, saying, "I once decided to quit acting. It was when I did Little Ashes. I played Salvador Dali and had to do a lot of scenes where I was naked, and I also had to masturbate. I mean, really." His straightforward confession underscores his conviction that simulating such an intimate act would not have captured the true emotions necessary for the scene. With a touch of humor, he commented, "My orgasm face is recorded for eternity," highlighting both the gravity and the absurdity of his situation. This particular scene is a pivotal point in Pattinson's career, demonstrating his readiness to expose his vulnerability and defy traditional cinematic conventions. Reviewers have observed that such daring choices add depth to his characters, enabling viewers to connect with the intricate emotional layers of the story. Pattinson's strategy in Little Ashes underscores his artistic outlook. I think Dali and I may have one thing in common for our art: no limits. For Shia LaBeouf and Stacey Martin in Nymphomaniac. In the controversial film Nymphomaniac, directed by Lars von Trier, Shia LaBeouf and Stacey Martin garnered attention not only for the film's graphic sexual content, but also for their choice to engage in actual intercourse on camera. Initially, the production had intended to use CGI and body doubles to recreate the film's explicit scenes. Producer Louise Vest detailed the initial plan, which involved the actors simulating sex while filming, with the intention of overlaying the bodies of adult film actors using digital effects during post-production. This approach was designed to preserve artistic integrity while still providing the film's provocative impact.
You just want to do it in the end. You're just like, okay, yes, I know, the film's called Nymphomaniac.
However, LaBeouf and Martin chose a more genuine method, deciding to perform the scenes themselves. LaBeouf, who had reportedly sent a personal sex tape to von Trier to secure his role, stated, "The movie is what you think it is. It is Lars von Trier making a movie about what he's making." His dedication to authenticity is reflective of a broader trend in von Trier's films, where the line between reality and fiction often becomes indistinct. Stacey Martin has been relatively reserved in discussing her experience with the film's intimate scenes. In interviews, she has mentioned the technical difficulties of capturing such close moments, describing the process as a bit boring due to the extensive planning and use of prosthetics involved. Martin stressed that, although the scenes appear realistic, they were carefully orchestrated and involved substantial preparation to ensure the comfort and safety of the actors on set. 3. Christine DeBell and Alan Novak in Alice in Wonderland. The 1976 film Alice in Wonderland, an X-rated musical fantasy, directed by Bud Townsend, featured Christine DeBell and Alan Novak in scenes of explicit sexual activity that were unheard of for mainstream cinema at that time. This movie is particularly famous for its real, unsimulated sex scenes, a daring decision that distinguished it from the typical adult films of its period. DeBell's role included an actual act of oral sex on Novak, which was a startling discovery for many viewers and reviewers. Despite its graphic material, Alice in Wonderland achieved impressive commercial success, earning over $90 million on a budget of around $400,000. Roger Ebert, a well-known film critic, provided a surprisingly favorable review, characterizing the film as a genuine curiosity with wit and style. He mentioned that the film was fairly mild as X movies go and complimented DeBell's charm and innocence, stating, "She projects such a freshness and naivete that she charms us even in scenes where some rather alarming things are going on." Ebert's review indicated that the film was not just another X-rated potboiler, but an adult movie with a certain appeal, suggesting that it could almost be rated R due to its playful treatment of sexuality. DeBell later recalled her experience, disclosing that many of the cast members, including herself, were initially unaware of the film's explicit content. She believed she was auditioning for a family-friendly version of Lewis Carroll's classic story. Upon arriving on set, she was surprised and somewhat hesitant upon realizing the film's true nature. 2. Fionnuala Flanagan and Chris O'Neill in James Joyce's Women. In the 1985 movie James Joyce's Women, Fionnuala Flanagan and Chris O'Neill give compelling performances that delve into the intricacies of love and longing in 19th century Ireland. Adapted from Joyce's writings, the film examines the lives of women who were frequently overlooked in both literature and society. Flanagan embodies the spirit of Joyce's female characters through her portrayal of a fervent, resolute woman,
the Dinkledale of Logalaw, well,
while O'Neill enriches the narrative with a sophisticated portrayal of masculine vulnerability. A particularly contentious element of the film is its dedication to realism, especially in a key scene where Flanagan and O'Neill partake in actual, unsimulated intercourse. This choice aimed to mirror the intense, unbridled emotions found in Joyce's storytelling. Flanagan commented on the importance of this decision, saying, "We wanted to bring a sense of reality to the characters. It was about truth, not just titillation." 1. Halle Berry and Billy Bob Thornton in Monsters Ball. Monsters Ball presents a poignant love narrative between Halle Berry's character, Letitia Musgrove, and Billy Bob Thornton's Hank Grotowski, punctuated by several graphic sex scenes that challenge the norms of mainstream film. The stark, candid essence of these encounters, coupled with the actors' immersive performances, has sparked ongoing speculation that Berry and Thornton may have had actual intercourse during the shooting, as opposed to merely mimicking the acts. In a 2001 conversation with the New York Times, Berry disclosed the terms she set for participating in the Monsters Ball sex scene. "I would only do it if Billy Bob agreed to be as naked as I was." This agreement led to both actors being extremely exposed, with the scene leaving a lasting impression on the audience. Neither Berry nor Thornton have ever publicly confirmed or refuted these rumors, which adds to the film's enigmatic aura. During an interview on Sway's Universe, Thornton addressed the scene, remarking, "She's a great talent and a beautiful woman, and I might have been a little bit nervous beforehand, but once we got into it, it was essentially ad-libbed. I mean, there was some dialogue for that scene in the script, but we kind of just winged it, you know." While the actors' dedication to their roles is clear, the production team insists that the shoot was conducted on a closed set, with no actual sexual activity occurring. The original uncut version of the film, which debuted at the Berlin Film Festival, included more graphic content during the sex scene, but was edited to avoid an NC-17 rating from the MPAA. Hey there, film enthusiasts. We've just wrapped up our dive into the bold world of on-screen authenticity, where some actors take their craft to the extreme. Have you seen any of these films? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you're always in the loop with Iconic Inside. Let's keep the conversation going and grow our community together. 15 blacklisted celebrities who mysteriously disappeared. Ever wondered why some of your favorite stars vanished from the spotlight?
I'll tell you something, Alan. You're only as young as the women you feel.
Those you loved on shows like Grey's Anatomy or laughed with in Home Alone, where have they gone? The truth might surprise you. It's not just a case of fading fame, it's a tale of celebrities who have been blacklisted.
And he left because he couldn't stand it anymore.
Hollywood's doors have been shut on them for reasons that will leave you asking, what happened? Join us as we dive into the untold stories of these fallen stars. Number 15, Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser gained fame for his roles in the Mummy franchise and the popular film George of the Jungle. However, during the peak of his career, he unexpectedly vanished from the public eye, appearing in very few movies for almost 10 years. This sudden absence sparked curiosity. It was later revealed that Fraser had been sexually assaulted by a prominent Hollywood figure, an incident that deeply affected the actor, prompting him to step back from the industry that had betrayed him. Additionally, he experienced a costly divorce from his former wife, with the alimony demands being so high that he had to request a reduction in the $75,000 monthly payments he was obligated to make. Despite these challenges, Fraser has made a comeback. Number 14, Jim Caviezel. Being blacklisted from Hollywood for one's religious convictions is arguably a noble cause. Jim Caviezel faced numerous obstacles in his acting career, which some attribute to his devout Catholicism and the roles he chose. Although his name might not be widely recognized, his portrayal of Jesus Christ in Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ is well known. Gibson himself warned Caviezel that accepting the role could lead to him being unable to work in Hollywood due to the lifelong association with the character of Jesus. Caviezel's faith also created challenges in his acting career, especially when it came to romantic scenes where he was unwilling to undress completely for the camera. This decision was rooted in his commitment to his wife and his conservative views on on-screen intimacy, which could have deterred some producers. However, it seems that not all hope is lost for Caviezel, as Mel Gibson is reportedly considering recasting him in the sequel to The Passion of the Christ. Number 13, Sandra Lock. One might assume that being romantically linked to a Hollywood icon like Clint Eastwood would boost an actress's career, but for Sandra Lock it had the opposite effect. After her relationship with Eastwood soured, her acting opportunities diminished significantly. Lock was a talented actress, earning an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress for her role in The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. She appeared in numerous films, many alongside Eastwood, thanks to their on-screen chemistry that was appealing to producers. However, following their contentious breakup, rumors circulated that Eastwood himself was behind Lock's blacklisting in Hollywood. This led to producers distancing themselves from her, and her career suffered for over a decade. When the situation eventually improved, Lock was able to secure roles again, but her career never regained the heights it once reached. Rate the impact of personal relationships on Hollywood careers from 0 to 5. How much did it affect Sandra Lock? Number 12, Thora Burch. Thora Burch, though not a household name, is recognized for her role in the cult classic Hocus Pocus. She was a prominent actress in the late 1990s and early 2000s, starting as a child star. However, her path to fame took a turn when her father and manager in 2010 reportedly threatened her co-star during an off-Broadway production of Dracula. This incident, which was widely publicized, seems to have negatively impacted Burch's career. While Burch herself was not directly involved in the altercation, the fallout from the event tarnished her reputation in Hollywood. In an industry where personal connections and relationships play a crucial role in securing roles, such a public scandal can be detrimental. The incident marked a turning point for Burch, leading to a decline in her visibility and opportunities in the film industry. Despite her talent and early success, Burch's career did not progress as it might have in a different set of circumstances. Number 11, Michael Richards. Fans of Seinfeld might be disconcerted by the following account involving Michael Richards, who portrayed the character Cosmo Kramer. Richards' career suffered a significant setback after a racially charged outburst during a stand-up performance at the Lauff factory in Los Angeles. The incident occurred when Richards, agitated by disruptive audience members, launched into a 3-minute tirade filled with racial slurs and references to lynching, leaving the audience in shock. Such behavior in the entertainment industry, which relies heavily on reputation and personal relationships, can have dire consequences. News of the incident spread rapidly, and Richards's career opportunities dwindled as a result. The event was even parodied in an episode of South Park. Although Richards has insisted he is not racist, the incident has left a lasting impression on public perception. The impact of such an event would likely be even more severe in today's era of social media, where controversies can escalate and spread instantaneously. Number 10, Monique. Monique's Academy Award win for her performance in Precious might have suggested a promising career trajectory, but instead she found herself marginalized by an industry that seemed to turn against her as she resisted conforming to its expectations. Her refusal to participate in traditional Oscar campaigning and her controversial acceptance speech, in which she thanked the Academy for focusing on performance over politics, alienated some within the industry. Monique further strained her relationships by criticizing key figures associated with the film, including high-profile names like Oprah Winfrey, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry, in her stand-up comedy routine. Matters worsened when she clashed with Netflix over a perceived insult in the form of a $500,000 offer for a comedy special, significantly less than what other comedians such as Dave Chappelle had received. Monique's call for a boycott of Netflix did not gain traction, and her standing with the company, and by extension the industry, suffered as a result. These series of actions and reactions led to a decline in Monique's career. Do you think Hollywood blacklisting still happens today? Comment yes or no. Number 9, Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was a prominent figure in the film industry during the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, with blockbuster hits like Braveheart and Mad Max solidifying his status as a major star. However, his career and reputation took a severe hit due to a series of controversial incidents. A drunk driving arrest was followed by a highly publicized anti-Semitic outburst that shocked and disappointed many who had admired him.
Absolutely. Sounds horrible. And I'm ashamed of that. That came out of my mouth.
The widespread dissemination of this incident led to a significant backlash against Gibson. Although many in Hollywood appear to have forgiven him, the damage to his image has lingered. Gibson has made strides in returning to the industry, notably with the critically acclaimed film Hacksaw Ridge, directed by him and starring Andrew Garfield. While his work behind the camera seems to be gaining positive attention, it is uncertain if he will make a significant return to acting in front of the camera in the near future. Number 8. Jared Fogle. Jared Fogle gained prominence as Subway's spokesperson, achieving fame for his significant weight loss attributed to a diet primarily consisting of the company's sandwiches. However, his reputation took a dark turn when it was discovered that Fogle had a history of sex offenses involving minors. His illicit preferences for underage girls came to light during a recorded conversation with a colleague, which led to a formal investigation.
Just talk to him, just get to know him, just everything, and just,
The investigation culminated in Fogle being sentenced to 15 years in prison in November 2015 for charges related to child pornography and paying for sex with underage girls. He pleaded guilty to distributing and receiving child pornography, as well as traveling across state lines for illegal sexual activities with a minor. In light of these revelations, Subway understandably severed all ties with Fogle, recognizing the inappropriateness of having someone with his criminal history represent their brand.
Has admitted to participating in a 5-year criminal scheme.
Number 7. Stacy Dash. Stacy Dash is recognized for her role in the movie Clueless, but her acting career was significantly impacted by her political views, which led to her being effectively blacklisted in the industry. The controversy began when Dash tweeted her support for Mitt Romney in an election against Barack Obama. As a black female conservative, her public endorsement was met with widespread criticism, with many accusing her of being out of touch and questioning her intelligence.
They spoke to me, and they seemed authentic and genuine.
Following the tweet, Dash faced backlash, including her agent dropping her representation and a decline in audition requests. However, she decided to counter this by publishing a book that detailed her challenging life, including her drug-addicted parents who once offered her cocaine. The book aimed to reveal the hardships she faced, contradicting the perception that her life was purely filled with luxury and glamour. Like this video, great. Subscribe for more. Hate it? Well, a like would be nice anyway, and let me know what went wrong in the comments. Number 6. Charlie Sheen. In Hollywood, some individuals who face blacklisting may be seen as misunderstood or victims of circumstance, but Charlie Sheen is a case where his actions led to his downfall. Despite a highly successful career and being one of the highest-paid actors on television for his role in 2.5 Men, earning nearly $2 million per episode, Sheen's lifestyle caught up with him. His public breakdown was one of the most notorious in recent history. Years of substance abuse took a toll on his health and behavior, leading to unpredictable outbursts that made producers wary of working with him.
No, they're not.
No drugs in the house right now?
Not that I know about. If I know about them, I'll find them and throw them away.
The fear was that his unstable behavior could disrupt a production at any moment. However, Sheen has since cleaned up his act, and with this change, there may be hope for a more positive future than much of his past has been. Number 5. Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin was a globally renowned child actor in the 1990s, particularly known for his role in the Home Alone series, which remains popular today. However, despite his early success, Culkin's presence in the film industry diminished over time. His childhood was marked by an overbearing and exploitative father who pushed him into a grueling work schedule, starring in 15 films within just 7 years. The desire for a more normal life led Culkin to step back from acting. During his hiatus, he faced rumors of heroin addiction and other controversies often associated with child stars. These speculations and conspiracy theories swirled around him with little basis in truth. When Culkin attempted to return to the acting scene with a role in Party Monster, it seemed that opportunities were limited.
Come to my party. Oh, dude, thank you so much.
Nevertheless, Culkin is set to appear in the upcoming series of American Horror Story, indicating a potential resurgence in his acting career. Fans are also hopeful for a potential Home Alone reboot, as Culkin's return to the screen sparks interest in his iconic role. Number 4. Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was once recognized for his significant contributions to the film industry, with his company, the Weinstein Company, producing numerous successful films. However, his name has since become synonymous with a far more sinister reality. Weinstein's abuse of power led to numerous allegations of sexual assault, which in turn ignited the global #MeToo movement within the entertainment industry and beyond. Now serving time in prison, Weinstein's actions have left an indelible mark on the memories of his victims, who were coerced into sexual acts under the threat of professional blacklisting. Despite his films garnering numerous awards and accolades, the truth about Weinstein's behavior eventually surfaced, coming to light in October 2017. This revelation prompted a flood of victims to come forward, accusing not only Weinstein but also other celebrities of misconduct. Weinstein's case has highlighted the need for accountability in the entertainment industry, and his 23-year prison sentence offers a stark reminder of the consequences of such predatory behavior. His fall from grace stands as a cautionary tale and a symbol of the potential for change in Hollywood's culture. Number 3. Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons was a prominent fitness personality, known for his energetic workout routines and eccentric personality.
And back. Now the phone goes. And lift.
He was a frequent guest on US chat shows and sold over 20 million workout videos at the height of his career. However, his intense popularity eventually took a toll, and in 2014, Simmons unexpectedly withdrew from the public eye, citing a desire to spend more time alone at home. This sudden disappearance left his fans confused and seeking answers. The mystery surrounding his absence led to various speculations and conspiracy theories. One particularly persistent rumor suggested that Simmons was being held captive by his housekeeper of 30 years, who had allegedly bolted him inside his home.
Excellent.
Sunday, where are you all from? New Orleans! Australia!
In response to these wild rumors, Simmons came forward to clarify that he was not being held against his will and simply chose to embrace a more solitary lifestyle. Number 2. Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn is well known for his comedic roles in numerous films throughout the 2000s. Despite his success, Vaughn's presence on the red carpet has been less frequent in recent years. Some of this is by choice, as he discovered a deeper appreciation for family life after becoming a husband and father. Previously enjoying his single lifestyle, Vaughn was pleasantly surprised by the joy of family life once he embraced it. However, his absence from the limelight is also partly due to his public political stance. As a conservative in Hollywood, Vaughn's political beliefs led to some distancing from film producers. His comments on arming schools to prevent mass shootings and remarks that upset the LGBTQ community further damaged his public image and appeal. Nevertheless, Vaughn has been working with like-minded individuals such as Mel Gibson and has taken on more drama-based roles, indicating that his career in the entertainment industry is not over. His partnership with others who share his political views and his willingness to explore different roles suggests that the door to future opportunities remains open for him. Number 1. Katherine Heigl. Katherine Heigl, known for her roles in Knocked Up and the TV series Grey's Anatomy, has been perceived as a diva in the entertainment industry. Despite winning an Emmy for her work on Grey's Anatomy, Heigl publicly criticized both the show and the film, which left her co-stars and crew bewildered. In a surprising move, she declined to be considered for an Emmy, stating that the material provided was not of a high enough quality to warrant a nomination.
I kind of had to just get up. I was so excited. I was just so mind blown.
Her behavior, which some might label as diva-like, was further exacerbated by the actions of her mother, Nancy. Nancy was known for her constant complaints and outbursts on set, creating a tense atmosphere among the cast and crew. This behavior contributed to a growing negative reputation for Heigl in Hollywood. However, Heigl had the opportunity to redeem herself when she joined the TV series Suits, following Meghan Markle's departure to join the British royal family. In the world of entertainment, fame can be as fleeting as a shooting star. We've seen beloved stars like Brendan Fraser, Katherine Heigl, and Mel Gibson face the harsh reality of being blacklisted, their careers derailed by controversies and personal choices. But it's not just about the fall, it's about the potential for resurgence. Share your thoughts. Who do you think deserves a second chance? And who else has been pushed out of the limelight recently? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more iconic inside stories. Let's keep the conversation going.